Taylor Williams and Zaniyah Thomas set to tip it away here at center court. Howard's in white, Northwestern's in purple. Here we go. Caroline Lau wins the opening tip for the Wildcats. Jones gets a screen from Sullivan. On a kick out for Harter. Back for Williams. Over for Lau. Lau for Jones. In for Sullivan. Hook shot off the front rim. Williams with the rebound. Put back no, but a foul is called.
With Zaniyah Thomas and Niall Miller down in the post today. So she's going to have a bit more of a comparable size matchup.
Second free throw by Williams is no good.
Make percentage, as you said, just 27% from beyond the arc this season. And it's something, a shot that they had yesterday that was made available to them quite a bit.
For Lau for three. Yes! Caroline Lau with the triple. Howell trying to get going. Too strong. Thomas with the offensive board and the putback. 4 points for Zaniyah Thomas. And we're tied at 4. Lau inserts it for Sullivan. Banks it home.
It's a great entry pass. Got Sullivan in a spot where she's headed toward the basket. Was able to do it all in one fluid motion.
Caroline Lau, one of the best passing guards in the country, averaging 7 assists per game. King steps into an 18-footer. Miller, the offensive rebound and the finish. So Howard dominating the offensive glass. Sullivan off the feed from Lau, no, but a foul is called. Sullivan's first free throw too strong. Second by Sullivan is good.
Zaniyah King has 40 more assists than anyone else on the roster.
Yeah, 5.5 per game. That's third amongst freshmen in the nation. Thomas can't finish the jump shot. Walker is into the game for Howard. Four minutes gone by. Northwestern with a 7-6 lead. Harter for Sullivan. Sullivan in for Williams. Williams cutting for a backdoor for Daley, who lays it in. Caileigh Walsh, who's from North Jersey, is into the game for the first time. Shot clock is at 6 for Howard. At home. Northwestern's turned it over 3 times already after 20 turnovers yesterday. Walsh. That's a strong finish and a great feed from Melannie Daley. Miller's first block. Howell's J, no. Rebound for Harter. Harter steps into a wide open 3. Yes! And Northwestern has a 6-point lead.
Sagged off just a step too far, and it allowed Harter to get an open look. I wonder if Ty Grace is going to think about bringing her point guard King back into this game.
Howell pulls up, knocks down the jump shot. Ty Grace does have a trio of subs over at the table. Daley missed the J. Williams the offensive rebound. Floater is no good. Daley collects the rebound and a hell ball possession to the Bison. Destiny Howell remains in the game. Cooper, a deep 3. Yes! One of those things, too, if they're going to be left open along the perimeter, might as well take it.
Yeah.
Daley finds a cutting. Walsh counting! Bonus free throw, good. Cooper steps into an 18-footer, and a rebound for Harter. Walsh off a ball fake. Back for Harter. Minute and a half left, first quarter. Harter for Sullivan, for Walsh. And Walsh connects. Caileigh Walsh at 6'3". 110 career blocks.
One perfectly. Now it looks like they're going to have the last shot of the quarter.
Game clock's down to 10. Daley from the elbow. And it hops over the back of the backboard, out of bounds, and now Howard will have a shot.
6 seconds, still plenty of time to potentially find something a bit better and not give Howard the ball.
Cooper, 3 seconds, lets it fly. Off the front rim, and that is the end of the first quarter. After 10 minutes here in Philadelphia, Northwestern with a 19-15 lead over the Bison. Game 1 of our doubleheader. St. Joe's and the College of Charleston coming up a half hour after the conclusion of Game 1 for the championship game of the Hawk Classic. And a hell ball.
Things down from a guard spot, played good defense, and has gotten the offense moving after the 2 early fouls on King.
Shot clock's at 9. Hemingway on a drive, too strong. Rebound for Walsh. Walsh goes over the top. And a transition 3 for Harter. Got it! Northwestern with its largest lead of the game at 7. Cooper on the turnaround. That misfires to the right, but an offensive rebound for steal and a drive by Hemingway to earn 2 free throws. Howard as a team yesterday shot very well from the line against St. Joe. Second free throw is good. Taylor Thomas is into the game for the first time, 23 in purple. Caroline Lau's back in the game as well. Harter kicks it out. Walton's 3, too strong. Thomas the offensive board. And the putback for the freshman. Caileigh King, 23 points yesterday, yet to get on the scoring column today. Check that, she's got 3.
There you go.
She was huge in the loss to St. Joe's yesterday as Daley knocks down the jump shot.
Although I guess helpful is subjective. Northwestern probably wasn't thrilled about it.
That's true. Miller hands it back for King. Oh, that's a great pass to Niall Miller and the finish. Lau for Walsh. Walsh on a drive into a double team. Can't finish. Collects her own miss. And a foul is called.
She actually elbowed her own teammate, though. Wow.
And that's what led to the travel. Creek with position and heading to the free throw line for 2 shots.
Joe not known for being the most docile sideline coach.
Well, you know, you're from Trenton. But as you know, Trenton makes, the world takes, just like Williams took it right to the basket.
It's a professional broadcaster right there.
Yeah, Mike, it's not my first rodeo. Creek on a drive, she finishes back and forth we go.
Good defense by both Jones and Sullivan. Jones may be hurt by the fact playing with 2 fouls, couldn't reach in and play that as aggressively as she wanted, and Creek, being a veteran, took advantage.
Less than a minute and a half left first half. Howard's trying to cut into this deficit. They do. Tiana Walker. Harter inserts it for Sullivan for Williams. Williams on a drive, too strong. And a rebound for the Bison and Blake. 45 seconds left in the half. Creek slows it down, back for Miller. Miller back for Howell. Over for Creek. Creek on a crossover. Creek, turn around for the lead, yes! Let's see if Northwestern can answer. Harter, with 10 seconds left. Harter, traveled. Northwestern turns it over for the 10th time.
Didn't reach in, didn't pick up that 3rd foul, and she's been able to add a great spark.
3 seconds left. King now with 2. King on a crossover, and count it! Less than a second left. Sanaya King to the line for 1 more.
Unbelievable play by King.
Bonus free throw by Sanaya King is good. Howard has its largest lead of the game at 5. Lau can't get it off in time, and that is the end of the first half. After 20 minutes here in Philadelphia.
It didn't really give a chance for momentum to mount.
That's a great point. Start of the 3rd quarter here in Philly. Williams trying to go up and under, back out for Lau. Lau plays some catch with Williams. And the layup's no good. Thomas with the rebound for Howard. Here's Sanaya King heading right downhill, back out for Creek. Creek, floater. Thomas offensive board. Back out for King. King, runner. Off back iron, rebound for Williams.
Even though they didn't get any points there, it's a good possession because they didn't settle. 3 straight shots attacking the paint.
Sullivan headed to the free throw line.
By Sullivan earns her.
And she makes both. And Howell gives it right back. Lau with the 2-on-1 break with Harter. Harter driving left side. And she lays it in. Over for Howell for Thomas. Thomas, turnaround, short. Williams with the rebound.
mismatch there, too, with Howard down on the post against Jones. Wasn't able to capitalize.
Jones in a triple team, kicks it out. Harter for three, and the lead. Ty Grace deciding not to call timeout.
Trouble.
And a foul is called. Let's see.
Out call. Because there was nowhere to go for King.
And there's the foul on Jones. King's pull-up is short.
There was contact, Pat.
Yeah. No question. Northwestern gets a stop and a wide-open Sullivan. Howard, as a team yesterday, was very strong from the free throw line against St. Joe's, 19-25, as Creek can't end the drought. And Williams comes away with the rebound, and a foul is called that goes against Howard.
Harsh.
Second against the Bison. Jones up and under. Bumped. Count it!
Didn't look like it in live action, but yeah, on the replay, it looks like she kept that foot down, and this is a monster run for Northwestern.
12-0 run and a 7-point lead for the Wildcats, matching their largest lead of the game, and Howard turns it over. Jones working baseline. Sullivan. It's a 14-0 run for the Wildcats.
And they're keeping the pressure on here too, Pat. They've got Howard reeling.
King. Just 2 seconds to get it across. And King pulls up. And she heads to the free throw line for 2 shots.
Press turning up, especially in the turnover that it created, nearly causing another.
Second free throw by King is good. Over for Walsh, for Lau. Lau lost it for a moment. Walsh for three. Too strong. Rebound tipped to the baseline, and Creek fights for it. Nearly traveled, but keeps possession for the Bison. King on a drive, and a foul is called against Jones.
That's going to be 4.
That's 4 and 2 free throws. Howard will shoot the rest of the quarter with 6 minutes left. King knocks down the first.
Not the reaction.
Yeah.
And, hey, credit to King.
Yeah, she
veteran play. She, she earned it. But, man, that's a really tough and frustrating call if you're Northwestern.
Yeah. Over the top, Sullivan's wide open for the layup. That was a textbook press break by the Wildcats. Howell driving, lays it in. Destiny Howell with the bucket. And a turnover for Howell in the finish. It's once again just a 4-point game as Howard gets right back in it. Daley steps into a J and knocks it down. But now trail by 6. 10 seconds to shoot. King on a drive pulls up, left it short, and a foul is called. Back here in Philadelphia, game 1 of our doubleheader. And it's Northwestern and Howard have easily gotten out of hand after a 12-0 Northwestern run to start this second half.
Yeah, really great work, particularly by Destiny Howell. Had this sequence where she got a layup, a steal, and another layup, and that completely got Howard right back into this game.
Walsh's three is short. Rebound for Howell and the Bison. Northwestern had been 7 of its last 8 before that Walsh miss. And the cleanup underneath by Blake makes it a 3-point game.
Just a completely different pace in this second half from Northwestern. A lot of physicality, great ball movement like that, and one. Great stuff.
Sullivan's bonus free throw is away and good.
Oh, that was a carry too.
Yeah. And the fadeaway is short. Lau for Harter. And Harter resets. Casey Harter with 11. Northwestern with a 6-point lead. Lau with a shot clock approaching 10 for Daley, too strong. And a foul is called on the rebound.
And unfortunately, I think the players are kind of guessing a bit. So this is a foul, this isn't, this is allowed, this isn't, what have you.
Howell working on Harter, no. Rebound for Sullivan, stripped away by Creek, and the finish. Wildcats with the lead, 2:20 left in the third. Daley for Walsh on the turnaround, and back to the free throw line for Caileigh Walsh. Walsh hit both on her last trip. She converts the first. Walsh's second is good.
It's a key stretch here, this last 140 for Howard.
King back to the line. Sanaya King.
Northwestern's bench to get her off the floor.
Minute and a half left here in the third. Walton's drive, nothing there, but a late foul is called. That'll send Walton to the free throw line. Walton's first free throw is good. And she cannot convert the second. Williams tips it into the hands of Daley, and a hell ball possession to Howard. Howell finishes. Harter on the hesitation drive. Too strong. Rebound for the Bison and Blake. And now Cooper's off and running.
Howard has been so resilient in this game. Northwestern's had a couple of runs where it would have been easy.
First free throw by Howell is good. No. Howell makes the second. It's good. Williams. Lau. Shot clock at 10. Lau for Harter for three. Rebound tipped around. Thomas to the line.
And even though it happened earlier in the play, it was the chaos that switch.
Been very impactful one on the floor. 1 of 2 from the line. 10 seconds left. Steele nearly walked. But Howard will get one final shot off. Cooper is fouled by Thomas.
If you're Northwestern, you can be frustrated that this physicality is being called. Northwestern keeps trying to swim against it.
Chipped away at it. 3.5 seconds left. Daley takes the inbound. 1 second left. Lets it fly. Just missed. Melannie Daley nearly beat the buzzer. After the conclusion of game 1, we'll have the championship game between St. Joseph's and the College of Charleston. Lau over for Daley. Shot clock at 15. Down to 10, and another Northwestern turnover. That's the 15th.
Quarterbacks aren't allowed to sail one over the middle, and neither are point guards.
Walker gives Howard the lead. And now it's the Wildcats. Heading downhill. Walsh trying to go up and under. Nothing there. Daley the rebound and the foul. Innings have they thrown, but how many of those have been high-intensity innings?
I think fatigue is absolutely.
Howard has a handful with 3, but nobody's picked up that critical fourth yet. Miller was bumped, keeps possession, dives to the left side, and a rebound for Sullivan. Northwestern with a 1-point lead. Wildcats have led by as much as 9. Howard's led by 5. Pick and pop for Walsh. In for Sullivan in the finish, and Northwestern's lead is 3.
High risk, high reward on those entry passes when you lead them toward the basket. They could be costly turnovers or they could be easy buckets. That one was an easy bucket.
Howell, hook shot. 2 free throws coming.
Yes, physicality and size may be your advantage if you're Northwestern, but you got to have a plan B.
As Howell makes both. Lau around the double screen. Walsh for 3. Too strong. King throws it off. Daley out of bounds. Possession to the Bison.
Another winning play. Unbelievable.
Howell on a step back. Rebound for Lau. Lau for Daley. Short corner. Yes. Approach things to ensure that nobody picks up any quick fouls.
Yeah. Jones and Williams both on the floor for Northwestern.
And an unforced turnover by Sanaya King. But it's been a very physical game as Howard gets another turnover. Miller's off and running for the layup.
Costly for Northwestern.
And that's something Howard hasn't necessarily been able to do, which is capitalize. And another one. And a foul.
Any infraction at this point, you're at the free throw line. Made it easy on themselves.
Miller goes 1 of 2 from the line. Rebound tip to the baseline. Saved by Steele. And in a tie game, Howard takes the lead as Destiny Howell goes to the rim. Northwestern trailing by 2. Daley pulls up and ties it. Melannie Daley. King around the screen. Miller on a drive. Gives it up for Howell. Howell's trapped. It's tipped and turned over. And Northwestern gets the ball with the game tied at 63. When it looks like one team is going to potentially pull away, the other one comes right back. After the Howard turnover, Northwestern with the ball. Each team with 3 timeouts left. Howard with just 2 team fouls in the quarter. Northwestern with 5. Daley for the lead, yes!
But my 2 guards right here, I need them to make this deciding play.
King for Creek. Creek contested off to the right. Blake blocked, and 2 free throws coming.
There was a lot of body contact.
Howard as a team, 16 of 22 from the line today. Second by Blake is good. 35 seconds left. Northwestern needs a bucket with a 1-point lead. Daley on a drive. 3-point lead for the Wildcats. And a timeout called by Howard. It's been a terrific game 1 to start our doubleheader between Northwestern and Howard. Bison trailing by 3. Howell for the tie. Around the cylinder and out. Rebound is loose and out of bounds. It's Howard ball. King to inbound for Howell. Back for King. 15 seconds left. King driving. Can't finish the layup. Rebound tip to the baseline. Out of bounds. It stays with the Bison.
If they rolled Northwestern ball, I don't know that I would have seen anything to change that either.
Right. 10.5 seconds left. No timeouts for Howard. The inbound goes to Miller. Miller misses the layup. Loose ball rebound. Miller collects and finishes with 4 seconds left. And a timeout called by Northwestern. And remember, Howard does not have any timeouts to advance the ball because it's going to be a 1-possession game either way. Harter has to get it in and uses her final timeout. They are going to defend the inbound, though, as they put Creek. And a foul is called. Sullivan to the free throw line for 2 shots. She's a 78% free throw shooter, and she missed the first. With 3 seconds left, no timeouts left. Sullivan makes the second. Creek for King, for Howell, for the win. It's blocked. Walsh got her hands on it at the last second. Destiny Howell got it away. And the final score, Northwestern 68, Howard 66.